Hi, I am Dr. Evan Gwilliam. I am the Senior Vice President at Practisync, which is a company that will help you bridge efficiencies and realize more success through your revenue cycle management related to your insurance collections. We have a bunch of experts on coding and compliance and documentation, and we can help you with those things. And today I want to share with you what you need to be aware of to be prepared for the changes to ICD-10 for the fiscal year 2025. They go into effect on October 1st of 2024, and these changes have been available to us for several months now. And I dug through the guidelines, the addenda that you can find on Medicare's website, but there are just a few changes that I think chiropractors need to be aware of. The big one is a change to the codes for disc degeneration in the lumbar and lumbosacral regions. These are codes M5136 and M5137. That's what the codes used to be. Now they've added an additional character to those codes. And the additional character indicates whether or not the disc degeneration includes discogenic back pain only, lower extremity pain, or both. Or there's an option for you didn't bother documenting, so where that extra pain is. I believe it's very important for you to use these new codes with the sixth character because number one, the fifth character code is no longer valid. And number two, it's going to provide detail that will help the payer determine whether or not your care is medically necessary. So it's very important you determine whether or not your patient has low back pain or extremity pain in addition to this disc problem that you've identified. And if you don't bother specifying that in your record, then you could use the code that says, I didn't bother specifying, I don't know. But that's going to make you look bad and probably make it so it's harder for you to get paid. So that is the biggest change to ICD-10 that chiropractors need to be aware of. And so M5136 and M5137 are disc degeneration, lumbar or lumbosacral. And there's now a character, you're going to use 0 for back pain, 1 for lower extremity pain, and 2 for both. And that's the biggest change. There are a few other changes that I don't think are quite as important, but you might want to be aware of, and that's synovitis. There's a code M65.9 for synovitis and tenosynovitis. They've added a fifth and sixth character to this code, and they specify the location. For example, the fifth character 1 is upper arm, the fifth character 6 is ankle, and so on. And they've added the sixth character, rather 1 and 2 for right and left. So if you want to code for tenosynovitis, you should add that extra detail. If you use the old code, which had 4 characters, it's going to get denied. It's not a valid code. You have to have 6 characters now for the body site and the laterality. One other change you might want to be aware of is socioeconomic circumstances. They've expanded a few codes that talk about whether or not the patient has insufficient health insurance coverage or insufficient welfare support. These kinds of codes are not typically required, but could be useful in just reporting details that can help it so that you have told the whole story right on the claim form without having to share your records with someone. So those are the key changes that I've recognized for chiropractors for ICD-10 for the year 2025. If you want to go and find out more, you can contact me at Practisync, or you can go right to Medicare's website and download all the changes and take a look at them. So I hope that was helpful to you. Thanks for listening, and reach out to Practisync if you would like more help with your revenue cycle management related to insurance collections, and we can help with all the coding and billing stuff. That's us. Thanks.